Hello and welcome back to this series where we compare weapons. Today we'll be comparing the weapon Skyward Blade and Aquila Favonia for the character of QiQi. And since I will be covering her as mainly a medic slash support. You can run her as a DPS or a secondary DPS, but her main role is medic. So do whatever you want, I'll be honest. Anyway, here are the artifacts I have on QiQi. Maiden's Passing of Youth. I basically have a 4-piece Maiden set and Gladiators with 46% attack, crit damage, attack, and elemental mastery. Uh, I have attack on my gauntlet. No, on my thing. Timepiece. I have healing bonus, but it's not leveled up, so it's not that much. On my crown, flower, energy recharge, crit rate, attack, and this only has crit damage. I'm using it mainly for the. I don't have any other better maiden feathers. So, let's check out her details. While I have a weaker weapon equipped, because right now the weapons aren't, the things aren't good. Here we go. She has 3k HP, 110% energy recharge, 17% crit, 62% crit rate, 36% healing bonus, bunch of resistances. Okay, so let's start with our first weapon, which is going to be Aquila Favonia. Uh, First of all, QiQi is a top-notch medic. She's S tier. Only after Ascension level 4. That's when she gets her second passive, which is she has a 50% chance to apply the Fortune Preserving Talisman for 6 seconds. It can only do once every 30 seconds. This is basically her ult. So she kind of becomes insane for this. I don't have her very leveled up. She is my main medic, but I'd rather level up the talents of my main DPS. I have her at Constellation 1. Constellation 2, I guess. It just regenerates QiQi's energy faster. Anyway, her base AD is 1800 with this sword. And you get extra physical damage bonus. So it's a pretty good sword. Also, just before we start this, the healing from QiQi is scaled by her attack. So if we just do this, if it doesn't freeze, here we go. Healing is 104% of attack plus 680. So right now I'd be doing around 2k healing per hit. But let's test this out. Let's navigate to this guy. Again, I've said this before. I'll be testing mainly on rune guards since their defense is sort of the middle point between bosses and healer trolls. So it's the perfect amount. Okay. Yeah, you can just go away. Yeah. So right now, I'll also be testing the amount of healing she does to her teammates. So yeah, let's test this out. First let's get hit with Diluc. So okay, he has 7k HP. Firstly, auto. It does 170, no, first couple of hits, and then the rest of them do around 117 damage. If she crits, I believe it does 300, yeah, around 300 damage. There we go. As you can see, the damage numbers aren't huge, but they're nothing to scoff at either. Anyway, what about her E damage? Her E does 900 damage, 300 at first, and then it does 341 repeatedly. Rungard, just come on. I'm testing something out here. Okay, so Diluc has 9000 HP, 1 auto attack, 3586 heal. I'm sure you can understand why QiQi is quite popular in the sense that she's a very strong medic. As you can see, if you have her orb out, oh my god, if you have her orb out and you're attacking an enemy, it also heals your team. Actually, I should show equally. I would heals your team equally. Okay, 1 second. 13-second cooldown. Also, her cooldown starts when she presses E, so don't mind that she has a long cooldown. So as you can see, Beidou and Diluc have taken a bit of damage. So if we activate E here and then auto attack, as you can see, they're both healing at the same rate. Okay, let's teleport back up here. Okay, so what does this sword actually provide? As you saw the damage numbers, it wasn't shocking, but the healing was quite good. This sword, it just passively increases attack, and then the when you take damage, you regenerate HP equal to 100% of your attack, dealing 200% attack damage to the surrounding enemies every 15 seconds. So this sword would be great if, let's say, my team, Diluc, Beidou, and Venti, were all like at 1 HP and against like a boss or something, and QiQi was the only one who wasn't extremely low, and then you have to heal up basically just with her. That would work because her sword as well. It means you can basically take a free hit from a boss. So this sword works great with QiQi. Let's try out the Skyward Blade. This sword has a base attack which is 60 lower, but it provides energy recharge, 50%. And crit rate increased by 4%, which is also good. Whenever you use your elemental burst, increase movement speed by 10%, increase attack speed by 10%, and increase damage of normal attacks and charged attacks hits by 20%. So this increases your overall damage output. Let's test it out. Before we do, actually, I should probably show the stats. Her AD, as you can see, has dropped to 150 because we're not getting the 60 AD, which is provided by the other sword. And the artifacts boost the amount you gain. But as you can see, she has 160% energy recharge. Yeah, she has 160% energy recharge, and when she's in battle, this will increase to 19%, which I'm sure you guys don't think it's that much, but it's better than nothing. I'm sorry, by the way, this video took a long time to make because leveling up weapons is quite a pain. Let's take damage. Okay, take damage on her as well. Better. Yeah, get clapped. Okay, here we go. Now, auto attacks do below 100. The first couple ones do around 180, and then the middle ones do around 70, as you can see. And then 120 and 189 last strike. It's not bad damage, but it's much worse than it was before. Let's try the E. E damage 700, 400, 200, 200, 200, 200. Okay, so it's basically 700, 400, and then it's around 290 per hit. Okay, 1 second, let him do his little. There we go. Let's activate this, and then Diluc hits it. 3,200. So it's 300 less healing. Let me get hit again. Get hit. There we go. Okay, let's see how much healing she can do while the other team, the rest of your team, are not on the board. As you can see, it's taking quite a number of auto attacks to heal my team. Whereas the other one, I basically needed to auto attack one full combo, and then you basically got all the HP back. But yeah, let me just stand here. There we go. So, between those two, I would definitely recommend. Usually, I would go for the option which with less damage, but that's because you would mostly want the most damage on your main carry. But this is the one time where I'm not going to say that, because this Skyward Blade, it's made more for crit rate damage carries, like Kaching. Like the Skyward, I've been using Aquila Favonia on Kaching, but it hasn't. It's made her more tanky than needed. Whereas the Skyward Blade, I've tried it on her, and she's become more like a glass cannon. She can one-shot basically most lower leveled mobs. Aquila Favonia, on the other hand, is more of a tanky medic and healing sort of sword. That's why it's made for Jean. But it also still has a high base damage, which also increases the overall healing. So, in my personal opinion, the Aquila, I'm going to say it right one time in the future. The Aquila Favonia is the best weapon for QiQi. Thank you all very much for watching. I will get back to uploading regularly from now on. And subscribe, like, whatever, you know, the YouTube shit. And see you guys around next time. Bye-bye.